Hey everyone, let's talk about that moment when you're deep in the grind and everything in you wants to quit. Your mind is screaming for rest, your body feels heavy, your heart feels empty. And there's that pain, the deep ache, the emotional weight, the mental fog that makes you start questioning everything. Why am I even doing this? Does any of this matter? Should I just let go and walk away? That's the moment. Right there. That crossroads between giving in and pressing on. But here's the truth, that pain isn't here to break you. It's not a punishment, it's not even a warning. It's a signal. Asterisk pain is often misunderstood. We've been taught to avoid it, to run from it, to escape the discomfort. But what we fail to see is that pain is one of the most honest teachers life has to offer. It shows up when you're stretching beyond what's comfortable. It makes itself known when you're close to. Transformation. See, people think success comes wrapped in comfort, in ease, and perfectly laid out plans. But the truth is, growth is born in the fire. Greatness is shaped in the storm. Every step forward will cost you something, your pride, your habits, your excuses, your limitations, and that cost? That's the pain. Asterisk, you might feel like you're at the end of yourself, like you've given all you've got, like you're completely empty. But here's the reality, you're not done, you're not finished. You're being tested, not defeated. You're being stretched, not broken. There's more in you than you think. The pain is revealing what you're made of. It's digging out the weak parts so the strong parts can rise. It's not saying stop, it's saying level up. Because most people fold when the pressure rises. They take the pain as a red light. But real fighters, the ones who truly want what they say they want, interpret pain as green. They go through it. They bleed through it. They rise through it. Asterisk pain isn't just a consequence, it's a companion on the road to purpose. It doesn't show up to derail you, it shows up to deliver you. You can't avoid the cost and still expect the reward. You can't skip the climb and still stand at the summit. It doesn't work like that. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But you were never meant to be everyone. You've been chosen to do something greater, something heavier, something that requires endurance. That means you'll face resistance. That means you'll wake up some days feeling like you're buried. But what if you're not buried? What? If you're planted? What if this pain is the soil and your roots are growing in the dark? What if this is the exact process that will lead to your bloom? Asterisk, you're not soft because you feel pain. You're not weak because you're tired. That just proves you're in the middle of something real. People who aren't doing anything never feel that weight. They don't wrestle, they don't doubt, they don't grind. But you're in the ring, you're fighting for something. That alone is worth everything. You've come too far to fold now. Think about what it took to get here. Think about the nights you cried, but kept going. Think about the times you wanted to disappear, but showed up anyway. That version of you, bruised, shaken, but still standing, is a warrior. And warriors understand that pain isn't their enemy. It's their evidence. It's proof that the fire is still burning. Asterisk, there's a process happening beneath the surface. It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't always feel noble. Sometimes. It feels like hell, but that's where the deep work happens. That's where identity is refined. You're being forged. And anything forged in fire doesn't break easy. You're being shaped into someone who can carry the weight of the dream. That's the point. You don't just get the vision, you have to become the vessel. The pain is the pressure that turns your potential into power. Asterisk, you have to understand. That adversity is part of the package. You can't step into purpose without being stripped of what no longer serves you. Pain peels back the masks. It dismantles the lies. It calls your bluff. It asks you if you really want what you said you wanted. And if your answer is yes, then you have to keep walking. Even when it hurts, even when it's lonely, even when nobody claps, the world might not see it now, but you see it. You feel the pull. You know, there's something more. Asterisk, don't wait until the pain stops to make progress. The pain is part of the progress. You can move forward with tears in your eyes. You can build while your hands shake. You can climb with a limp. Because the victory isn't in how perfect you look doing it. It's in the fact that you never gave up doing it. The strength is in your refusal to quit. That's what makes champions. Not their comfort, not their talent, not their ease, but their commitment, their grit, their fire. Asterisk, you weren't built to break. You were built to bend, to fall, to rise again. There's something sacred about the struggle, something pure about the pursuit. If you can just hold on, if you can just keep going through this season, on the other side of that pain is power. On the other side is the person you were always meant to be. You can't see it now, but you will. You'll look back and realize that this pain didn't destroy you, it defined you. And that made all the difference. Asterisk. Pain not the kind you avoid, not the kind you medicate, not the kind you pretend doesn't exist. I'm talking about the real, raw, soul-piercing pain that life sometimes throws your way without warning. The kind that leaves you gasping for air in the middle of the night, wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. The kind that knocks the wind out of you and makes you question if it's even worth getting back up. That pain isn't there to stop you. It's not a red light, it's a signal. It's trying to tell you something. It's calling something out of you that comfort never could. Asterisk C. Comfort has never created anything powerful. Comfort has never carved champions, never raised leaders, never written legacies. Growth doesn't come from easy. You don't find your strength when things go your way. You find it in the resistance. You find it in the struggle. You find it in the silence after failure when no one is clapping for you and you have to clap for yourself just to keep going. Asterisk pain is pressure. But pressure produces diamonds. Pressure refines gold. And it's that pressure you're feeling that's molding you into someone stronger, wiser, sharper. The process hurts, but so does staying stuck, so does shrinking, so does quitting, so does denying who you were born to be just because the journey got hard. You weren't created to run from pain. You were built to push through it. Asterisk every storm you've endured didn't come to drown you. It came to clear your path. It came to expose your weakness so you could confront it, not hide from it. Every tear you've cried watered the soil of your future. Every scar you carry is proof you survived what was sent to destroy you. That means you're not weak, you're forged. And forged things don't break easily. Asterisk, we often think pain means something's wrong. But what if pain is proof that something is waking up inside you? What if the discomfort is your soul growing, your character stretching, your purpose becoming clearer? What if the very thing you're begging to stop is the only thing that can birth the next version of you? Asterisk, you have to change your relationship with pain. You have to stop treating it like a curse and start treating it like a coach. Pain has a voice, and if you listen closely, it's not yelling, "Give up." It's whispering, "Level up." It's reminding you there's more inside of you, that there's another level you haven't tapped into yet. That greatness doesn't come when everything is easy. It comes when everything is tested. Asterisk, there's a version of you that only pain can reveal. That version isn't scared. That version doesn't quit. That version doesn't make excuses. That version fights. That version pushes. That version gets up again and again until the breakthrough comes. Asterisk, you don't have to like pain, but you have to respect what it's doing in you. It's chiseling your character. It's sharpening your vision. It's demanding more from you because you've been playing too small. You've been shrinking to fit comfort. You've been hiding behind your fears, behind your excuses, behind the illusion that the pain means something is broken. But maybe the pain is waking you up to what's possible. Asterisk, think back to the moments that shaped you the most. Were they the easy ones? Were they the ones where everything went right? Or were they the ones that forced you to grow, forced you to fight, forced you to decide what kind of person you really wanted to be? The pain was never the enemy. The quitting was. The fear was. The doubt was. But the pain was the fire that refined you. Asterisk, you don't need to run from it. You need to step into it with courage. You need to let it do its work. You need to believe that on the other side of that pain is a stronger, braver, more focused version of you. Because there is. And that version doesn't run from struggle. That version thanks the pain for the lesson and keeps moving forward anyway. Asterisk, you're not done just because it hurts. You're not finished just because you're tired. You still have breath in your body. You still have purpose in your bones. That pain, it's just part of the process. It's not permanent. It's not punishment. It's preparation. Asterisk preparation for the battles you haven't even seen yet. Preparation for the doors that will open because you didn't quit when it got tough. Preparation for the people you'll inspire because you chose to endure. To grow, to overcome. Asterisk, the world doesn't need perfect people. It needs people who've wrestled with pain and refused to let it define them. People who've stood in the fire and come out forged. That can be you. That is you. But only if you stop running and start embracing the very thing you thought would destroy you. Asterisk, you're not here to break. You're here to build. You're not here to fall apart. You're here to rise. You're not here to surrender. You're here to fight for the life you know deep down you're capable of living. Asterisk. So if it hurts right now, good. That means you're still in the fight. That means you're still becoming. That means the process is working. The pain is shaping something eternal in you. It's chiseling away everything that doesn't serve you, so what's left is pure, unshakable, and ready. Asterisk, don't run from the pain, walk through it. Learn from it. Let it strengthen you. Let it stretch you. Let it show you who you are. Not who you were before the storm, but who you became because of it. Because the version of you that can walk through pain and keep going, that's the version the world has been waiting for. Asterisk. Hey everyone, listen closely. This isn't just a moment, this is a reminder. A reminder that just because your path is hard, just because your breakthrough hasn't arrived yet, doesn't mean it's over. The delay is not the denial. The setback is not the end of the road. The silence isn't a sentence. It's not over, you still have work to do. Asterisk. There are times in life when the dream seems distant, when the promise feels like a lie, when progress is so slow that it feels like you're moving backward. But that's the illusion pain creates. It makes you feel like what you're going through is permanent, when really it's a passage. It makes you believe that you've been forgotten, when in truth you're being prepared. You're not finished. You're still under construction. Just because the blessing hasn't shown up yet doesn't mean the process is meaningless. Some of the most powerful things in life take time. Foundations don't get laid overnight. Character doesn't develop in comfort. The greatest versions of yourself are shaped in the seasons when it feels like nothing is happening. Asterisk, but something is happening. Every late night you spent grinding while others slept. Every time you kept moving forward even when you didn't feel like it. Every moment you showed up with discipline when motivation had left. Those weren't wasted days. That wasn't wasted effort. You've been building something that can't be seen on the surface, but it's growing in the unseen. The seed breaks before it blossoms. The roots dig deep before anything rises. And right now, even if you don't see it, you are getting stronger, wiser, more focused, more disciplined, more refined. Asterisk, there are going to be moments where you feel like giving up. That's part of the process. Everyone wants the result, but not everyone can carry the responsibility that comes with it. That's why the process is necessary. It's shaping you for what you asked for. You're being stretched, pulled, tested, not because you're being punished, but because you're being trusted with more. Pressure is the proof of potential. If you were done, life wouldn't still be pushing you. If you were finished, the weight would stop. But you're still here. You're still breathing. That means you still have work to do. Asterisk, you've got something inside of you that the world needs. And if you quit now, the story ends too early. If you give up now, you rob yourself of the victory on the other side of this valley. You weren't built to surrender. You weren't designed for average. You were made for more. But more doesn't come to those who stop when it hurts. More comes to those who push when it's inconvenient, who rise when they feel low, who build when they feel broken. Asterisk, this isn't about how you feel. It's about what you've decided. Feelings come and go. Some days you're going to wake up, ready to conquer the world. Other days you'll struggle just to get out of bed, but that's where greatness is formed. Not in the days you feel good, but in the days you show up regardless. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Everyone can sprint for a short while, but not everyone keeps running when the crowd stops cheering. You have to be your own motivation when the applause fades. You have to be your own coach when no one is watching. That's when you find out who you really are. Asterisk, don't confuse the delay with denial. The door hasn't closed, it's just not your time yet. But when it is, when the moment comes, you won't be lucky, you'll be ready. That's why the waiting season matters. That's why you can't waste it with doubt, with fear, with comparison. Stay in your lane, keep your head down and your faith up. Don't let distractions detour your destiny. What you started is still worth finishing. Asterisk, you've come too far to stop now. You didn't fight through the pain just to let it end in defeat. You didn't sacrifice, bleed, cry, and grow just to fall short. There's too much inside of you to let discouragement be louder than discipline. Too much purpose to let pressure win. Too much destiny to let defeat define you. Asterisk, look around. This is the place where most people stop. This is the moment where most give up, but not you. You were made for this. You were chosen for this. You're not here by accident. The pain has a purpose, and the fire is forging your strength. Keep building, keep believing, keep becoming. Asterisk, even if you feel alone right now, even if no one sees your effort, know this: greatness grows in silence. Champions are crowned in public, but they are made in private. The grind you're going through isn't pretty, but it's powerful. The work you're putting in isn't glamorous, but it's growing you. And the world will see the results if you don't quit before the reward. Asterisk, you've got unfinished business. The dream still breathes, the calling still echoes, the work is still yours to complete. So when life whispers that it's too late, when the storm screams that you're not enough, when the weight feels unbearable, remember this: it's not over. You still have work to do.